I've been a K-9 officer for nearly a decade. My partner, Atlas, is a Belgian Malinois trained for high-risk entries, suspect tracking, and building searches. He's cleared drug houses and chased armed suspects in pitch-black warehouses without hesitation. Fear isn't something I've ever seen in him until that house.
The call came in just after midnight. Possible trespasser. A neighbor claimed someone jumped the back fence of a rental home on the edge of town. Patrol units arrived first. Back door slightly open. No forced entry. No lights on. They cleared the ground floor, but couldn't confirm the second level. That's where we came in. Atlas was focused as always. Living room, clear. Kitchen, clear. Dining area, untouched. Nothing disturbed. Too clean, too quiet. We approached the stairs. Atlas slowed, not afraid, just cautious. At the top of the stairs was a narrow hallway with 4 doors, 3 closed, one at the very end slightly open.
Atlas cleared the first bedroom. Empty. Second bedroom. Empty. Bathroom. Empty. Then he stepped into the hallway again and froze. His muscles locked, tail stiff. A low vibration started in his chest. It wasn't aggression, it was pure uncertainty. He was staring at that last door, the one barely open. I looked too, and then I saw it. A shadow, standing just inside the room. It wasn't shaped clearly like a person, but it was upright, still, watching. "Police!" I shouted. No response. The shadow didn't move like a human. It shifted sideways, like smoke being pulled into darkness, and disappeared deeper into the room.
Atlas stepped backward. He never steps backward. I entered alone, flashlight sweeping the room. Empty bedroom, bare mattress, empty closet, no window open, no attic hatch, no one there. But Atlas refused to even cross the doorway. Official report? No suspect found. Unofficially, something was there.
2 weeks later, we were dispatched again. Same address, different complaint. Noise inside a vacant property. Vacant, that word stuck with me. The property manager confirmed no tenant had lived there for months, but neighbors swore lights turned on upstairs some nights. Atlas refused to exit the cruiser at first. That had never happened before.
I guided him toward the house, but his focus was locked onto the second-floor windows, specifically the last bedroom window. I saw the curtains slightly moving, though there was no wind that night. We entered. The ground floor was empty, but it felt colder than before. The air upstairs felt heavier, like pressure building before a storm. Atlas stopped at the foot of the staircase. I tried commands, but nothing worked. He wasn't being disobedient. He was paralyzed by fear. I had to climb alone. Each step felt like walking into deep water. Halfway up, I heard it, a soft, rhythmic dragging sound from the end of the hallway, like fabric being pulled across the old carpet. The last door was fully open now. I don't remember leaving it that way. I reached the hallway, my flashlight shaking in my hand. The bedroom was pitch black,
but I could feel something moving inside. Low to the ground at first, then rising, stretching taller and taller until it shadowed the entire doorframe. My breath began to fog in the sudden chill.
The shape inside the room suddenly leaned forward. No face, no features, just a void of absolute darkness. Then it rushed toward the doorway with impossible speed. I stepped back in terror, and then every light bulb in the hallway exploded at once. Sparks showered over me as I was plunged into total darkness.
Backup arrived minutes later, but the house was silent again. The power was never actually out, the breaker box was untouched, but every upstairs bulb had shattered into dust. The official report cited electrical instability, but I knew better. That house didn't just have shadows, it had something that wanted to be felt, and it was just getting started.
The house was boarded up after that, condemned. I requested reassignment for Atlas, not because he failed, but because he was right. A month passed. Then one night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about that hallway, that door. I drove there alone. The house was dark, boarded, quiet, but one window upstairs wasn't covered.
There was light inside, soft, flickering. I told myself it was a reflection, street light, passing car, but I knew better. I approached the back door. The board across it was loose. I stepped inside. No Atlas, no radio, just me. The house felt wrong, thicker, harder to breathe. I climbed the stairs slowly.
Each step creaked louder than before. Halfway up, I heard claws on wood. Behind me, I turned. Nothing there, but I heard breathing, not mine, from upstairs, from the hallway. I reached the top. The last door was closed now, completely shut. I don't remember it ever being fully closed before. I walked toward it. Every instinct was screaming at me to leave. I reached for the handle. Cold, ice cold. And then I heard Atlas growl right behind me. Low, warning. I turned, but no one was there. But I felt him, the same energy from that first night, standing in front of the door, between me and whatever was inside, protecting me. The door slowly began to open on its own, just a crack, and inside I saw movement, more than one shadow this time, shifting, waiting. I stepped back, and for the first time, I listened. I turned and ran out of that house as fast as I could. I never went back. I finally understood why Atlas was so afraid. The house still stands at the edge of town, boarded, silent. But sometimes when I drive past at night, I see a silhouette in the upstairs window, and I swear it isn't watching the street, it's watching the door, waiting for someone else to open it, watching for the next visitor who won't listen to the warnings.